Hey everyone, it's Brett Hornby here, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. And here I am back at the Eau Claire Market. I purposely picked 2 days just before Christmas. You know, last Saturday before Christmas you think could be a busy shopping day, but you can already see there's less activity here. But you already know from my last vlogging on the go, when I was back here on Labor Day weekend on the Saturday, that this place is slated for demolition sometime in 2024. I haven't seen or heard a date yet, but eventually the Green Line LRT will be in its place right here. You can look at the last video and Josh Joelhall's video, which I'll put that in the description in this video as well, about the history of this place, where these used to be a lumber utility company with the Bow River immediately north of us. But there's all this area has been under construction and flood mitigation after the floods from 10 years ago. And then in the 1950s, this used to be a bus barn for Calgary Transit. And then someone thought he had an idea that, inspired from Granville Island, I'll make sure I'll say Granville Island, not Market for this video, that maybe we can build that here in Calgary, and it hasn't really panned out. I can also see around here, you can tell it's winter with the sun being further south in the atmosphere, and looks like we are going to have a white Christmas after all in Calgary with the recent snowfall overnight. When I made my videos last night, there was a big wind that gusted in and snow came in. So we've been enjoying the warmest December in 140 years. I'm not complaining. But once again, I'll take a walk inside and take some pictures. I forgot the last time I was here, I made sure I spent some time more on the west side of the building. So I'll do the same thing like I did last time, just to see how much has changed. And you know, gotta fight the crowds for last minute Christmas shopping. So I'll see you inside, and we'll see what has changed or not changed. So I'll see you then. Well, I'm back inside Eau Claire Market on Christmas Eve. Well, as you can tell, there is Christmas decorations all around, so at least that part has changed. Well, we can still take a look around. I mean, there's already even less people here than I was here on Labor Day weekend. And 3 months ago, food court still is the same in terms of who's still open. I remember that used to be a Jugo Juice there, but you got a couple Asian places. Of course, Subway is always a staple that seems to stay in a dead mall. Court, Grandma's Garden, then the garage, but I'll make my way back there. I see that Petty Go. That was the name of that business where you rent electric bikes. Is not here anymore. Signage is still on the outside, but I did see that Petty Go did move a block away from where I work on Kensington Road. But yeah, that art gallery is still there. There's Amigo, a different company. They're closed, but maybe they're seasonal. Then you got this candy store still there, the Foods. And also looking back, I do remember around here there used to be an information desk like every mall has, that somebody's working on it. Obviously it's not there anymore. Babylon, I have to look back at the last video of this was open Labor Day weekend. Sweet Escape, I always remember that being here when it opened. Looks like, yep, they're still open. You still got these weren't open when I was here 3 months ago. That was open as an open space. There's that Gifts Plus. I think I remember that's one of the original tenants as well. So yeah, the Sweet Surprise. That always has been here, I remember. And then I always remember here when there used to be the IMAX, that you entered in there where it says washrooms and security. Interestingly, where it says Zen Accessories, I actually remember the Flames Fanatic used to be there, and there was a few times I actually stopped in here to grab some merchandise when I used to work right downtown. I say the Card Cave is still here. I remember that was still here when I went back in Labor Day. Looks like the Psychic Reader actually is open today. They weren't open when I was here when I did my first vlog. Hair salon's still open. I still say, what memories do you have of Eau Claire Market? If you're watching this one, I suppose my first original one, I still say, going back, my memories is the IMAX theater when it first opened. I'll throw in that I had my 10-year high school reunion here in 2011 at the garage. I remember watching the Simpsons movie here, and then watching various IMAX. So yeah, the Son of the Pharaoh. This is Egyptian themed store. Everything has practically been here since it opened. All decked out for Christmas. Nice touch with the mixture of cultures. And what's interesting, I also remember where you see this garage door here, that when I was here for my high school reunion, that this place was open temporarily, and it was open because they were selling off tapes and DVDs, VHS, and I think some video games. That used to be a Blockbuster. Remember when you used to do that? Go to this place called the video store and rent movies and games. And if it was not there, SL, Blockbuster was selling their excess inventory. Oh, hey. Now it's all decked out for Christmas. It was decked out for Christmas, Labor Day. So, who is this? Monty Blanco is new. I know they advertise short-term leases. Looks like who was here before really has cleaned out. I think I remember there was a bike store here when I was last year. But yeah, this is interesting. This was a short-term lease. I'll just capture that. Let's keep in mind I'm here 2 days before Christmas. All these crowds I gotta fight off. Everyone's fighting for their last-minute shopping. Some old Herald articles. I think I saw that there last time, but let's capture that. They're not open anyway. And then you got the Son of Pharaoh extended display. All decked out for Christmas. I always say the one thing I would like to experience Christmas sometime is somewhere where it's never cold and snowy. And once again, there's the old directory. Well, these are gone now, but I just want to capture it and digitally preserve it. That's why I like doing this. Log on to go. Try to be conscious always of moving subjects so we don't get kicked out. And I'll just walk down here. There's a paddleboard shop rental still open. I know more people have done some more paddleboarding at the Bow River. I'm going to sit down here. It's just kind of a parkade, but nothing interesting down there. Looks like the Good Earth, it's closed. Well, yeah, you got the Gifts Plus. Still with that very 90s sign. Yeah. Not sure if they're closed because of the holiday or... Oh, here's that bookstore. I think it's going to stay here until the very end. I mean, this is looking towards the Sheraton and the local bar. The local's going to stay. And then there's another wine shop. I think this setup was just a short-term lease. But I'm going to go upstairs and see what's changed upstairs. Upstairs just had the movie theater and the Canadian blood services. Already you can see the movie theater either is closed or maybe not even open yet. Let's just enjoy the ride. I think it looks like they're not open yet, or their matinees are later. So I can see the gate is partially open and there's employees inside, but those neon signs, you don't see that anymore. And then this is still the same. The School of Barbering. Now this you could say is definitely dead mall aesthetics all the way. 1993. It's still 1993 when you look inside here. I'm gonna kind of miss that charm whenever the day comes, and if you know when that day comes, I might try to do one last video. But the Granville Island idea still didn't pan out. I know I asked a poll on my channel that if you're actually going to miss this place, and 7 people voted and 6 said yeah, 1 said no. You're always going to get that one no. Maybe I can see the overhead from the atrium. Show the movie theater. And you got the Canadian Blood Services to my left. And did see signs at the start of the video saying that they're going to be relocating. Well, if this place is going to be shut down, they're kind of going to have to relocate. Is that how that works? Looks like Marble Slab Creamery isn't open. They looked partially open when I was here on Labor Day, but I think they moved out. Oh yeah, you get the nice lamps inside here. Yeah, it looks like they're gone. Just have this is the north end, looking south from the 2nd floor. So not too sure if you can, I don't want to step out and then be locked out, but there's that view looking north. As I keep saying, I find it's important to document these places when we're gone. A label scar of previous business service here. Something Bryant, I see. But I just say it's the wide open spaces, the colors. This still screams 1993. And it hasn't changed since then. And we're going to start running out of these places where you can have a quick flashback to the 90s. Well, at least we got a tree inside the business center. Oh, someone else doing some laps. I had to say it was easier to record today because there hasn't been as many moving subjects. I always want to be cognizant of that. It's a public place, but this is still the former arcade, wine store. Let's see, I can savor the look of the Cineplex. I mean, you can, it's limited screens, but here you can actually save a few bucks for a first run movie if it's available, compared to the, you know, other Cineplexes, or the Landmark Cinemas also has been also in this market here in Calgary. I'm gonna go downstairs and walk around the food court area, and then I'll do another walk around outside just to savor more of this place 2 days before Christmas. At least they have Christmas decorations, so you could feel some of the season. Hopefully the music doesn't drown out and get copyright. That's what happens when you're logging to go, but hopefully I can narrate enough. I always still say I remember this area around here. There used to be that pasta store, because they had an elephant trunk full of pasta. I remember that. But I'm still not confident if this was open or not last time I was here, the Babylon. But I did remember here there used to be an information desk, like right up to like 2007-8 range. And I know this open area always regularly gets used for cultural dances. So they do get crowds sometimes in here, but that's just like a one-time event. I think even this space was used during Canada Day this past year, so. Ooh, Jelly Belly. The expensive good jelly beans. Yeah, I still want to take some pictures inside in addition to my video footage. Oh yeah, Subway's still here. Grandma's garden. So I remember this Asian cuisine. There used to be a Taco Bell here, I remember. And then Jackie's Thai. I think that was here when I was here back in September. And you got that playground. Uh-oh. I didn't do it. And of course the big bar, the garage. And I think this pizza place was not open when I was last here. Oh, we got a vintage Pepsi cooler. I think that's part of the garage. The garage. Still say this is where I celebrated my 10-year high school reunion, which now we're going to be heading into 2024. That's 13 years ago. More sign of me getting old. Almost time for a 25-year high school reunion. Time is linear. But just want to try to work around here. But there's still some life in the food court, but I think a lot of these places are going to be here till the end. which I haven't found information on what that exact date is. I think if I know, I think I will come back and do one more vlogging on the go. So I think this will conclude the video part of the walking tour. I'll tell them around and snap some pictures, and then I'll do some closing video like I usually do with my vlogging on the go outside, to put a bow on this, a bow on the Christmas gift. Funny, Brett. So I'll see you there. guess it's fitting I'm back here to wrap up this vlogging on the go with another visit to Eau Claire Market in downtown Calgary. I purposely picked, the last Saturday before Christmas just to see how it's like. It seems like there was a lot less people. I mean, this parking lot was a lot less busier. I mean, this area seems to have some summer vibes, but I just wanted to see if I had to fight off, last minute Christmas shoppers. And as you can see, I didn't really have to do that. I had less had to worry about moving subjects, but I'd still feel it's important for me to digitally preserve the Eau Claire Market, as the idea of having Granville Island, something similar here in Calgary, just didn't pan out when it first opened in 1993, and I still have, unique memories coming here. I mean, like I said, the IMAX theater when it first came to be in 1993, and I feel it's somewhat of a fad, but I mean, there's still IMAX experiences everywhere, but with the advent of technology, HD and surround sound, it doesn't have that same, that same punch or the same experience. That didn't seem unique. And I do recall that it was the fires of Kuwait. I actually did find that they have a video of that on YouTube, and I do remember watching that when I watched it again on YouTube here. And then I said there was that rainforest movie, and I guess it was Fantasia 2000. Go back to my previous vlog. So I mean, and I did watch the Simpsons movie here, and actually I think I also remember watching Resurrecting the Champ. And one of the reasons I want to watch that was some of the movie was filmed in Calgary, so we got the movie experiences. I mean, my 10-year high school union, I spent it here at the garage. And then I guess I didn't put it on the caption of the last video, but the Hard Rock Cafe used to be here, and former owner of the Stampeders, after Larry Rickman said Gucci, he had the Hard Rock Cafe here. We did have that one time in the mid to late 1990s. I mean, Sid Gucci owned the Stampeders from 1996 till 2001 when he sold it to Michael Federick, and we'll leave it at that. Look up F Troop for Calgary Stampeders. It was an interesting time, but I mean, it's still seems hard to believe that this didn't exactly pan out as fully planned, and don't know when the exact closing date's going to be, when this is going to be closed, but they said sometime in early 2024, but I probably will try to do one more visit. It's kind of fitting that we're about an hour away from sunset. Sunset's around 4:30 in Calgary after the winter solstice. As you can see the moon. You can see the moon rising in the west. Not a full moon, but it's kind of just fitting. As the sun is setting on one last Christmas season here at Eau Claire Market, and sun is setting on one last Christmas, and you can still see this whole area around here. It's constantly changing. I know that they need to move the utilities underground for eventually the Green Line station. This station's going to be underground, and I think keep hearing 26, 27 is when it'll be starting. That you'll go up Center Street. You can look up the city plans, but once then I'll confirm that the Joeys, well, not me personally, but from the city news, that the Joeys and the local right in front of the Sheraton Hotel, they're going to stay. So if you like to frequent those bars, you don't have to worry, they're going to stay, but this whole area is going away. And I did make sure I walked around the west side to take some pictures. I already shared those pictures, but I just didn't want to feel like doing another walking tour as it's icy, it's cold, and I did see a few more homeless people, and that is the unfortunate thing of being in the big city. You have big city problems, and you know, that's something I gotta try to be thankful for and keep in mind during the holidays. So as I say, to wrap it up, I mean, I will still plan to have more content back at my world headquarters back at home between now and the new year, since I have one more time to make videos. I did finally catch up with content last night, literally. But I just want to say, hopefully you have a Merry Christmas and Happy New Year. I'll probably make a video on New Year's Eve or close to New Year's Eve, reflecting on my 2023 and what I hope for in 2024. But once again, I'm glad I've got to digitally preserve Eau Claire Market. And the fitting, the sun is setting. The sun is a lot lower in the southern hemisphere, or the southern horizon, I should say. That's why the sun doesn't shine as much on here. And if it's like noon, 1 o'clock, if you notice the sun blares a lot brighter in Calgary, that's why. Because the sun is a lot higher in the sky during the summer. And actually now the winter solstice coming around, I mean, it's a clear sky. All the snow came in last night, but the daylight hours are starting to get longer. But this place here, unfortunately, is not going to see much more daylight. I just still like the unique blast in the past, tonight's 93. Just saw the decor, the font there. I just say Granville Island did work out, but the Forks Market in Winnipeg, something similar to this. It was busy, bustling with people the few brief times that I was in Winnipeg. So I just say, what do you like about Eau Claire Market? I just want to say thanks for watching, and hopefully you enjoyed this tour, as I need to do one last Christmas here. So I want to see what it was like. It definitely was a lot less stressful compared to other times for trying to get some last minute shopping. Didn't have to worry about that here. I just felt important to digitally preserve it. So I just want to say thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.